Hello, I will be going through the lesson 1. I just wanted to point out, I think this part 1 and this part 3 are pretty much demonstrating the same thing, so I will be doing them all at once. Kind of need to know CD and list, go through the hierarchy of the structures and stuff, so let's go to our VM on the server. Our VM's already logged in, SSH'd into the Ubuntu server. So just to see where we are, we'll use PDW. That tells us we're at home user MJS. So if we want to get into the root user, we're going to use CD to change directory. And just to get to the root directory, just do a dash. To run through some of the example bins like ls al will show all the hidden files in long form. This is everything in the root that you can see. Now we can go to like cd etc, and that is where you have all your configuration files, and you can kind of see the long list of all the different configuration files. CD bin. I don't really know what's in the bin, so let's take a look. Lots of bin stuff. Lots of other program files, basically, like touch is a program to create a file. CD home. Takes us to the home. Let's go ahead and see what's in our home. So this is all our users in the home. And then we can go to CD dev. Let's see what's in there. I don't even know what I'm looking at in here, so I'm not too familiar with the dev area. CD variable. See everything in here, backups, cache, locals, like stuff, structures and spooling and basic functions. Then we're going to check out cd etc/networking. I think that's it, or maybe it's just CD networking. Nope. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the home. CD home. I'm gonna go to my user, and then I'm gonna now it's kind of exploring the hierarchy and all these different areas, and it's also demonstrating a lot of these features. So I'm knocking those two out of the assignment, and then we're going to now cover permissions. So permissions are like assigning read, write, and execute permissions, and the permissions apply to like groups, users, what's the other one, other or something like that. Now we're gonna demonstrate it using Octal, which is using a whole bunch of different dashes and stuff. The first 3 or whatever is for, I'm gonna have to use my notes that I found. Like the first 3 are for the owner. This is just my notes I found to cover the assignment. So then we're going to create file 1 and 2, so let's go do that. So if you go touch and file file1.txt for text. I should have made a text file. Let's see if I did. Yeah, there it is. And then let's do text file 2 per the instructions. So now we should have text file shoe. There it is. So now let's use Gmod to the two different ways of Gmod to set permissions, and I think they want to set file 1 to RW for group and R for others and RWX for the owner. So it would be something like Gmod. I believe it goes file and then the restrictions or whatever. Here's some examples. So you enter the extra restrictions and then the file names, or the permissions in the file name. So I think the way it's kind of set up is it would be RWX, then it'd be kind of like a dash RW, then it would be I think dash dash R, or let's redo that. I think it goes RW dash then R dash dash, and then this is for file 1. So you just type the file 1.txt and enter. See how much I have not practiced this before doing the video, so I'm gonna take a couple minutes just to figure it out and do it rather than look it up. So I think I forgot a dash up front here. So RWX, I think this is what I want. Yep, that would do it. And then if we go back and look at the file list again, you'll notice that the permissions should be changed now. Or I think I cleared them. Let's go back to my notes. I thought I had an example I had already looked up. Oh, that's it. I forgot. So plus or minus means minus, you take them away. Plus means you add them. So I pretty much wiped all the permissions. So what I did wrong, I will correct. So if we go up here, instead of having a minus to remove these permissions, we add a plus to add them. So now I just did that. If we look at it again, all the permissions we wanted just got added. Doesn't quite look right. So those permissions don't look right. I'm not sure at this time. I can see what's going wrong. So let me check my notes one more time and I move to the last part. So I apparently did something wrong. It has to do with something that's here. Using octal. Okay, let's see. Sorry, that's. I think I did this wrong. 775. I'm just gonna play around with it and try to figure out the octal. So if I wanted the first permission to be our read, write, and execute, I do a 7, and then if I want the next permission to be read or write, it would be a 6, and if I want the last one to just be a read, I would want a 4. So that is the correct way to use octal. Sorry about that. Now let's do the right way to do it, which is going to be 7, 6, 4. So it did it. Let's see if it did it the way we want it. Yep, that's the permissions we want. Now let's look at it doing it the symbolic way, but with file 2. So we'll go gmod. We want GPO, or let's look at the notes. U is user, G is group, and O is other. So we want I think the way we want to write it out is U. We want, let's see over here what they want to happen. File 2 is they want file 2 assign RW for user and R for group and other. So we want to go U is RW. It's right here. It's already RW, but we're just going to set it up that way. And then group and other, we want it to be just R. And if you look at the file 2, the group has RW and the other just has R, so we just want minus the W. And then we want to do the file name, file2.text, and check the notes again to make sure that's how we want it. The example down here that I have. See, equals means it just changes the whole thing, and then plus means you're adding or minusing, and that's kind of how we want it set up. It'll basically do what we want. So we hit enter. let's see, comma, I forgot a comma. So we want to go up here, comma. No space, I think maybe that's it. Yep, that was it. It was space at the time. So then if we go back and look at the list, we'll see it should be the way we want it to look. So yeah, RW for the user and read for group and other. So that is, I believe, all the objectives we wanted to meet for lab 2. That knocked out that. I explained that kind of with these, and then I kind of went over the permissions that related to Gmod before I went, oh great, and so that's all. Let's stop it.